All right. Here we go again, another edition of the Drunken Disorderly Radio Show, or the rock, punk, and metal show, whatever you want to call it. And you know what? Let's start off with, as I'm waiting on, the other part of, what we do to come on. Let's start off with some Tattermask. Here's Asylum. All right. That was Tattermask Asylum. And next we're going to play some Sumo Psycho. Go, go, go. All right, all right. That was Sumo Psycho. Go, go, go. All right, and
how's it going tonight, Ray Ray?
Oh, all right. There you are.
It is DJ Sicness in the building.
Hey, man, don't we have some great news? We have some great news we can't tell anybody about.
Yeah, we got super secret fucking great news that will be announced probably in the end of the week, hopefully. I mean,
we're looking at the end of next week.
In the next week. Okay, well, within a week.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I'm excited because we got Monsters of Knoxfest in 2 days from now. We have
yes, man, that is going to be such a fucking epic show.
And then we have the X Fest next week. The going
say goodbye to the X.
Yeah, well,
and Oz.
You know what? I feel like more like see you later. Like they'll be back at some point.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely be back in some form or fashion. I mean, personally, that's how I feel about it.
So I mean, there's no way they can't be. And then we also have another event. What event's that?
The bike night or Flag Day and Bike Night show coming up. We got that kicking off in a couple weeks. I'll have more about that later tonight.
Correct, and we're going to play one of the bands that will be at that event right now.
And that is All or Nothing.
And the name of the song is Living the Hard Way. All right, that was Living the Hard Way by All or Nothing. And right now we're going to play some Systematic Hate, Kick Rocks. All right, I got a lot of requests for this. A lot of requests for a tribute to Slipknot Tattoo. So here we go.
One more time, I'm gonna stop. 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 One more time, I swear I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. 1, 2, look out behind you. It's gonna be on all you. Reach some case of freedom. What's so better be in front of me? All I want is what is mine. All I want is what is mine. You ain't no fucking friend of mine. 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 One more time and I'm gonna snap. 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 One more time and I'm going to fucking snap. I'm gonna 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 snap.
All right. Before we get into the strictly local East Tennessee, we're probably going to do that right after the interview. We're going to do it the last half and everything. All right, let's play some. All right, let's do something different. Something different. How about Black Tide, Not Afraid?
I'm rising up from the dead.
This is the Reverb Nation feature artist of the week, Storm Crab, struggling with fate. Hope you caught the interview yesterday.
The straws are drawn and now the die is cast. A number came up. It seems I've come to a fork in the road. Which way do I go? All my paths have brought me here, and much is clear. The truth stares back at me from the mirror, but I don't see it. Breathe. In my eyes you will see I am he. From the depths of the sea, call to me. My own name will summon me from the deep, to rise from my grave once again. In my eyes you will see I am he. From the depths of the sea, call to me. Yes, my own name will summon me from the deep, to rise from my grave once again. I go into the night. This time the blood will pour from my eyes. Cursed with the pain and the truth of a time when I fell from the grace of the gods was blind. My broken soul burned from inside. But now I have awoken and my eyes are open, and I can't conceive it, I just believe it. So I'm faced with the choice to embrace and fight or lose my mind. But I fear I'll do them both in time. Breathe. In my eyes you will see I am he. From the depths of the sea, call to me. My own name will summon me from the deep, to rise from my grave once again. In my eyes you will see I am he. From the depths of the sea, call to me. Yes, my own name will summon me from the deep, to rise from my grave once again. I stand on the edge of time where fact and faith collide. I dwell in the dawn and I must find my way back to the end. I hold the world in my hands, yet I can't escape my mind. I am the slave of destiny, but vengeance will be mine. The cards are shuffled and now my hand is dealt. The tower came up. It seems I've come to the end of the road. There's nowhere to go. Yes, all my past has brought me here, and much is clear. The truth stares back at me from the mirror, but I won't see it. So I sit here thinking about it all over and over again. I see all that is, all that was, and all that will ever be. And in the end, I can think of only one thing. Let the tower fall.
All right, I will have all the interviews up probably after the show tonight. I will get all the interviews up. I've been, a bit busy and everything, and I'll get back to the website. And there are a lot of things I got to get done, but we, got a limited time to do everything. All right, here is Sick Nerve Wreck.
Could I find a faith in a paper chain, or would I only find a left behind, a trace I can't erase? I'm freaking out again, deleting all my friends. I never backed them up. I failed to save them in my database. But if you ask me why I'm crazy, it's because I'm suffocating. I fail to see what's killing me. It's me. I can't turn and walk away. Could you clue me in? Tell me where I've been. Is this reality or some waking dream, or someplace in between? Does it all add up, or is it just random thoughts? A fucking autopilot, paintbrush saturated the way we think. But if you ask me why I'm crazy, it's because I'm suffocating. I fail to see what's killing me. Is me. I can't turn and walk Does it nerve-wrack you that I speak the truth? Because I've come to find I've had to stand in line for those I thought I stood beside. But as far as you're concerned, it's just another lesson learned. Does it feel like I've just been a waste of time? Because it feels like you're wasting mine. But if you ask me why I'm crazy, it's because I'm suffocating. I and I've learned to walk away.
All right, that was sick. And here's some Heavy Justice, Gold Digger.
Now, and no one's gonna show you how to take that fame that holds you dear. The glitter that is creeping near, and you can feel no more. Please put you on the floor, leaving you without a name, and no one else that you can blame. Dig, 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 go dig out, dig, 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 go dig out, dig, 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 go dig out, dig, 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 go. Made you whole, grieving lives you have stole, down into your massive gain, and lock away inside your brain. Do you miss the world before? Can't you see there's so much more? Everything that you need, this gold now makes you bleed. Dig, 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 go dig out, dig, 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 go dig out, dig, 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 go dig out, dig, 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 go. Made you whole, grieving lives that you have stole. I don't feel sorry for hearts so cold, but what does it matter to the touch of gold? Touch of gold. Gold digger.
This is Stand With This, DMD.
One go into the edge again. We into the fall. We into the fall, the fall, the fall, the fall. I can't make it any better for you. Something stick, woman that brings me down. I can't make this better than it is right now. Know it, throw it, bring it to the now. Know it, throw it, bring it down. Know it, throw it, bring it to the now. Know it, throw it, bring it down. Silence. Nothing. I can't let this one go. We into the edge again. We into the fall. We into the fall, the fall, the fall, the fall. I can't make it any better for you. Well, I'll take you to the edge again. Nothing will make us fall. Nothing will take you to the edge again. Nothing will make you fall. Nothing will take you to the edge again. And nothing will make you fall. Will take us to the edge again. I said nothing will make us fall. Nothing will take you to the edge again. Nothing will make you fall. Nothing will take you to the edge again. And nothing will make you fall.
This is Dark Avenue Aftermath.
I fell after darkness in, and soon you'll see what I see when the sounds of your reflection live in me. Sadness will surround you, and time will heal the wound as you grow. Feel the rain, the aftermath.
This is the hard way. Mud on my boot.
I close my eyes, my blood runs dry. Too late to go back, so I won't even try. I finished out my race, you'll never tame this beast. Fist in your face, I'm just so damn discreet. What else can I do when nothing pulls me through? Run, just can't keep my head off of you. What else can I do when nothing pulls me through? Run, just can't keep my head off of you. Story never ends. I am my only friend. It keeps the anger in its place this way. So please stop stalling me. Your problem's not for free. Mud on my boots, blood on my hand, on my head. What else can I do when nothing pulls me through? Run, just can't keep my head off of you. What else can I do when nothing pulls me through? Run, just can't keep my head off of you. Mud on my boots, blood on my hands. Just met your killer, and I'm your right-hand man. So please stop stalling me. Your problem's not for free. Mud on my boots, blood on my hand, on my hands. What else can I do when nothing pulls me through? Run, just can't keep my head off of you. What else can I do when nothing pulls me through? Run, just can't keep my head off of you.
All right, as we're waiting on Shotline, I'm going to play some Shotline. Here's Selfish Ways. I'm going to play back-to-back Shotline. How about that? All right, this is the Writings on the Wall from Shotline.
There's something missing. Things aren't the way they were before. You think you're perfect, but there's no way when love is war. I've been dismissing the way you pushed me on my own. You felt the distance, 'cause we are better on our own. You see the writing on the wall, but you never see the fall. You try to keep me, but I've grown tired of your games. Since you're not listening, no, things are never gonna change. You felt the difference, 'cause we are better on our own. You see the writing on the wall, but you never see the fall. I'm leaving this town, 'cause I've seen the writing on the wall.
All right, this is Outlaw Tennessee's Ghost of My Past. Shotline will be in the house within 2 minutes.
Freedom like a river running through my mind. Freedom like a treasure that you cannot find. Always eluding me, then pushing me to see what the world can hide. Seasons come and go like a passing rain. Seasons like a clock wipe away the stain. They're always testing me, then pushing me to see what the world can hide. Ghost of my past.
of my past are haunting me. They want me back, they won't let me be. Ghosts of my past are calling me. Ghosts of my past, they are haunting me. But I resist. But I resist. But I resist.
All right, right now, we've got the Shotline Band in the house. Hey, how you all doing? All right, so who do we have here?
Chad, Ben, Mike, Brian,
And John.
All right, and briefly, why don't you all just explain what you all do in the band, and why'd you name the band Shotline out of all names out there?
Well, I think Stoley and Chad should take the lead on this one. Go ahead, Chad.
Well, I'm Chad. I'm the singer. Actually, me and Brian, we were out one night drinking, and actually Brian was playing some acoustic stuff, which he plays drums in the band, and he also does some acoustic stuff. So he went out and it was actually an open mic. We were hanging out, and just in between, we were playing a beer pong game, and we had been looking for a name for the band for a few weeks, and we just kind of looked down and saw the line "You Stand Behind" and just said Shotline. I'm like, that's kind of a cool name. And I guess we just kind of went with it for a little while, and then it just happened. Everything came together so fast with us that we didn't have time to think it over. It just that's what it was. That's it.
Damn. Some things they say, are best, left, by chance or by accident and whatnot. And that name actually works for you all. I've heard a bunch of your music, and we've heard, as far as played a bunch of your music and everything. And, I think it's the third or fourth songs that we played. And it really, makes sense why you chose the band, Shotline, even though you just chose it out of a whim. So.
Well, we drink a lot.
Yeah, that's another thing. We drink a lot. Usually when we play, we're by the time we finish a show, we're probably half in the bag. So the shot part goes real well. I don't know what I need to say about a line.
Exactly. All right. All right. All right. So once again, what? Okay, we heard from the vocalist. What do the rest of the band do?
I'm John. I play bass. I'm Ben, and I play lead guitar. That's like my thing. Mike, I play rhythm guitar.
And I'm Brian. I play drums or percussion, as some would say.
We can.
So, every band has a unique story. So, when did you all decide, after you all met, when did you all decide that you wanted to take this serious or, remotely serious and actually, more than just jamming together?
I would say probably as we started working on our EP and started writing originals, we started off, learning a lot of covers like most bands, and slowly but surely we started introducing some originals and writing together and working on what we call our EP now. And
It's quick, really.
yeah, it started to click, and it was pretty easy to do at first, and we just kept going from there.
And I played in a lot of local bands around with these dudes, but then my band's kind of fizzled out, and then they asked me to play guitar for them too, and then everything's really taken off.
Nice. So, what would you say is the best cover that you all have ever done, and why would that be?
Hell to the King? I don't know, because we started out as a cover band, and we still play as a cover band. I mean, we put this EP together, and it's taken off quick. So I mean, we still have gigs booked. We're playing as a cover band where we're playing our originals in between. Booked out as a cover band. so all this stuff kind of came quick because we weren't expecting a huge following on our EP, but the online play that you guys have been giving us has been incredible, and we've had such great response, especially locally. For sure.
Our best cover, though, what would you guys have to say?
Hail to the King?
We got Hail to the King's Place. Ben has a limited vocabulary. We apologize.
I don't talk much.
This is live and uncensored radio. Be yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I mean, we picked all the songs that we all enjoy.
I think that might be. Yeah. I think Absolute Zero. My favorite for sure is probably Absolute Zero.
I guess we could be favorites. Yeah.
Because I'm a huge Corey Taylor fan. I've loved him forever.
Okay.
All his stuff, it doesn't matter what he does, his own acoustic stuff that he does his own tour. He's in Stone Sour and then in Slipknot. I love everything he does vocally. So my man crush moment, I have to say that my favorite would be Absolute Zero.
Chad's getting a slight chubby. You
can't even laugh at that. Brian was telling me the other day that he has the hugest music boner for Miles Kennedy, which I can't blame him because Miles Kennedy is great. But he's so open about it. And then now that I say something about Corey Taylor, he's trying to poke it.
It actually makes me feel more comfortable that he's so open about it.
That you're just trying to poke Corey Taylor.
Yeah. Absolutely. No. I would give my left testicle to see Alter Bridge, but they're always not in the U.S. They're always touring somewhere else, and it really sucks. Really sucks.
So, it was funny that you mentioned Slipknot because me and DJ Sicness, we were on a little bet. He believes that Corey Taylor is the original singer of Slipknot, and I'm thinking he's not. It doesn't sound like him. If you listen to the original Make, Feed, Kill, Repeat, it does not sound like Corey Taylor at all.
Well, I really don't know because I never started listening to them until probably I can't even tell you what album it was. But their first original stuff I didn't even listen to, so I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, he did Stone Sour first, and that was his primary band. Then he hopped into Slipknot. So there's a possibility. Yeah, there's a possibility there was a different singer at first, and he hopped in.
That's what I was thinking anyway. And the guy had a much deeper voice, and I just can't see Corey Taylor pulling that off. But who knows? One day I may go to a show and he may pull that off. So.
He can do some really deep stuff. That's what I like because he's got that.
How deep, Chad?
That grain. Or how deep can you go? Yeah, shut up.
How deep, Chad?
He's got that rough going voice, and he can do the softer side of stuff too, where he sings a little higher. But I've heard him hit some real low growls.
I don't know. This was like death metal. Growls.
When it first came out.
So.
I think a big part of us too is we all have so many influences. We all come from
and they're so different too.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes us sound kind of what it is. Me, this is Brian talking, and me and Mike kind of come from the same background of listening to music, and then Chad kind of likes the.
I like a lot of the harder radio rock, and I grew up with a ton of classic rock and country.
I got Fleetwood Mac greatest hits.
We come from a wide range. I mean
really diverse.
Ben is like straight up metal. I'm pretty full metal. I like a lot of Metallica and Slayer and Anthrax, Atrophy, Cannibal Corpse, Carcass, and you name it. I listen to everything. But mainly I just like to shred. And Eddie Van Halen's my hero, and so is Zakk Wylde. You can probably tell by listening to the souls that I played on our EP that those are definitely like my main influences, all like 80s shred guys.
All into one little section too. You get to hear
it. Exactly. That's what it's about. You all seem like very, diverse as far as music. With that being said, I'm going to put you on the spot real quick. So what is the most embarrassing song that somebody has requested for y'all to sing while you were live on stage?
Freebird? Freebird, stay away! I don't know if that's embarrassing, but everybody. Yeah,
We really haven't had that many outrageous requests, really.
What about that goddamn Lady Gaga song?
Yeah.
Honestly, when we first started as a cover band, we were like, we should learn to play Freebird just for the one asshole that shows up and he's like, hey, why don't you guys play Freebird? We're like, that way we can just stop whatever we're doing and play Freebird. But that we never did.
All right.
I wrote that song.
So what is your favorite cover tune to play as far as like getting the ladies involved?
Man in the Box. She's my cherry pie. That fits.
My favorite song for getting the ladies involved is our song, Make You Beg.
Yeah. Our original, Make You Beg, has a great response.
We also cover.
Not only do you want the ladies to fuck you, but you want to have the guys too. You want to fuck guys? I know the guys want to. You want to make the guys want to fuck you.
No, I know. Oh,
yeah. You got to sell yourself.
That's why when we do Man in the Box, I use the talk box. That's how good I am with my mouth. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You won't get interviews like this anywhere else. So.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
Yep.
Love it.
It's great. Absolutely.
It's like when you let a musician get out of the box, you never know what will happen.
We're at our rehearsal studio right now. Actually, right before we got in contact with you, we were going over some stuff and rehearsing a little bit. And
we might have a sixth original being swung
a new song right now. We've got a new song going that's pretty fucking badass. And I can't wait to get to play it.
Just shred your face off. Faces are going to melt off.
So,
and this is the type of conversations we have while we're rehearsing. It's kind of where I was getting to. That we sit around and we have these conversations, whether we're talking to you or we're just talking to each other. But this is the type of bullshit that we talk about all day.
Sometimes it's worse. Getting in the box, you know what I'm saying? Twiddling the box. Oh man.
All right, I'll leave your box stories to another day. But so do y'all plan on staying, rock like you're doing, like hard rock, or you planning on doing some really like, high pitched like metal songs, or you're gonna try?
We've kind of hit a really good groove with where we're at. Yeah, we started writing the EP, and then we got Ben. We wrote the EP, and Ben came in cold turkey and threw down those solos, and now he's just... It might change just a little bit, but you're definitely going to know who Ben is with these songs. There's no doubt about that. We had a nice audition. It's been working, and I think, we've just been writing, and the EP, a lot of that stuff came from years ago that I've had personally from a long time ago, and we all kind of just blended our songs and made it work together, and we've had Ben as of recently now, so we're blending our heads together, and it's coming out fucking fantastic, to make a long story short. Stoli, he fucking reads my mind. I love it. I'm going to swipe Chubby right now just thinking about it. Put that thing away.
That's what I love, though. I love...
New stuff we've been working on, though, I think that... I think it's really going to blow some minds. I mean, if people are liking what we're doing now, I'd say it's very. Some of it's pretty heavy. A lot of it stays right in the pocket about where we are. But there's some stuff that it's gonna be a little more vocal, a little more riffy, and some more riffy stuff that almost sounds a little.
We can't even say.
Well, I guess you would say it really shows off Ben's influence.
Exactly. That is exactly what it's about. Especially when you can have fun and you all have chemistry the way that you all do. You can tell. You can tell when people like to work together and when people just hate it. I mean, it's pretty obvious. So
Yeah, it's awesome to know when you're doing this, you're not just working with yourself, because if you were, you'd be doing it by yourself. You got to, work with the rest of the people in your band, come with a common decision, and, we're all, the biggest thing is we're all happy at the end of the day.
Really the writing process is kind of easy because everybody comes with ideas, and it's, for the most part, everybody's like usually right on board with everything, and everybody can pretty much read their mind and where the song needs to go. And we throw so many ideas out when we write a song that sometimes it takes a long time because we've got like 12 ideas for the same song. And we all have ADD. So we're all over the place when we first start writing. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom, here it is. And the song comes together finally, and then it'll be like a day and it's done.
Yeah, it's great writing original music because at the end of the day, I mean, you're creating something, and it just, there's not enough to be said about it. So you could do it a million different ways, but at the end of the day, we're just all fucking happy with what we do. We're all here to kick ass.
So if you had your choice, would you remain a cover band or would you go strictly originals?
Originals.
Originals all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we did this. We started off doing covers and having fun, and
everything took a whole different direction really quickly.
Started introducing fucking original ideas and everything to the rest of the band, and we all worked off each other to create that, and
and the crowd likes it.
And the crowd likes it.
And there's no better feeling. Like, you get people that sing along and they love what you do when you're doing covers, but when you see the crowd singing along to your song and they're singing it back to you, there's no better feeling than that. That changes your whole outlook on everything to do with music. And at that point, you're just like, I don't want anything to do with doing that anymore. So, I mean, for right now, we're sticking with being a cover band and doing our original stuff because we have fun. And we locally can go out, we hang out at our local bars, play some tunes,
playing covers and writing more originals as we go, and we're going to continue to get the response we get. It's going to happen.
It's got to happen.
It's got to happen.
Now or never.
Yeah.
All right, so if you could open up for any band out there, that's currently alive, who would you want to open up for and why? And you can't say Slipknot, that's too easy.
Well, we've got our little, it's a short tour coming up here in July. We're going to be playing in Indianapolis, Houston, and then we're playing a 3-day festival, which we just got permission to tell about. It's the
Texas Showdown.
Texas Showdown Music and Tattoo Festival in El Paso, Texas. We're playing Sunday that day with The Offspring. Headlining.
Are you serious?
Slipknot's going to be there, so I'm hoping maybe I can talk to him a little bit.
Chad hopes he runs into Corey Taylor and he signs his cock.
And speaking of cock, we've got our sponsor, Cold Cock Whiskey, that they just came on to sponsor that event as well.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be in Memphis, Tennessee. Then
hopefully we can.
Then coming home, but we're thinking we may possibly be able to scoop up some more gigs on the way back, and that'll help with the travels because it's not easy being an independent band and funding yourself. So we're hoping
not easy being sleazy.
We're hoping maybe we can scoop up a couple of gigs on the way back and get some extra gas money.
There you go. That's the funny part, though. Because a lot of bands think because you're sponsored, they cover everything for you.
That's not the case, but they've been a huge help.
They cover free booze. That helps me. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've played a gig since maybe our first one where we stayed sober. I mean, we usually drink quite a bit while we're playing. So
I actually play better.
It's great to have a liquor sponsor.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good or bad.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
It all works out in the end. That's all you got to tell yourself. It all works out somehow, some way, somehow.
But not only that we have a liquor sponsor, but that it's really freaking good.
Yeah.
It's a great product. It really is.
It's another drink that makes my pants tight around the crotchal region.
Well, not down there.
Yeah. That's what it's about. To have a sponsor you actually enjoy and everything. So at the very least, you do get free alcohol. So
Yeah. Well, and really that's really all it comes down to, isn't it? Isn't that what most bands get together for alcohol?
That and pussy. That and pussy.
at least they're being honest.
Yeah, Volker, this is the last interview.
We're going to get barred from doing interviews now. I keep talking about fucking. The interview.
I know, maybe we shouldn't have drank before this interview.
Hey, you're on two local radio. Anything's possible. So just blame it on the alcohol. All right, Shotline, you still there?
Yeah, we're here.
All right, good. All right, so you said you have a show in El Paso, Texas. You said the Offspring's really going to be there?
Yep, yeah, we're on the same main stage with them. Outdoor main stage, which is crazy. It's a huge stage. There was 15,000 people there last year.
And when is this again?
It's El Paso, Texas, the Texas Showdown. It's the biggest tattoo convention every year in the country.
Oh, sweet. Maybe we'll head out there. when?
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Well, then after that, I think 2 days later, right, we're playing in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, but I'd rather go out to El Paso, Texas. I got some friends out in Texas, and the fact that you said tattoos.
Hey, you're welcome to come out. Dude. We can get you some backstage passes and shit. Hang out with us, brother.
Don't tell me that. Adam will have tickets tomorrow.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's not a bad thing. We'll mail it to you. Not a bad thing. Give us the address. We'll mail you some tickets.
We include you as part of our posse to go in. You can hang out with us, get yourself a pass, and get us all the chicks while we're playing.
We'll also get your dick wet, too, at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Test them out. Make sure they're good enough for us. You know what I mean? Let's see what you got, baby.
It hasn't turned green yet and fallen off. I think we're good, boys.
All right. All right. Though, for real, that must be, exciting for you all. Seriously. It must feel rewarding because you come so far. You started off as a cover band. Now you got some originals going on. Now you can, get your originals out there basically across the USA because Texas and New York aren't around the corner. So.
Oh, it's crazy. I never imagined, even when I first touched the guitar, that we were ever, like I was ever, or ours as a band, I never thought we'd ever play anything huge like this. It kind of hasn't even, sank into my mind yet that it's a reality that's happening. So, I mean, it's
definitely hasn't said into any of it.
Truly, this is mind-blowing. I'm not going to believe it until I'm on that stage looking out into the crowd. Yeah. For sure.
Well, you're going to have so many new fans, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks,
that's
man.
what we're looking for, We just want to keep building up our base and just keep doing what we're doing. And at the end of the day, we do it because we have fun and we do it because we're having a good response. And, there's a lot of people on board and supporting us, and we can't fucking thank everybody enough.
Yeah, that's what it's about. That's the difference between the bands that make it, I mean, even to an independent label, and those that don't. The ones that are easy to give up and the ones that are, negative Nancy's and whatnot never get anywhere. That's just the reality of it.
Yeah, exactly, man. You gotta stay positive and keep pushing, promote the hell out of yourself. It's shameless promotion, but you gotta be able to do it. And you gotta be confident in yourself and keep a positive attitude.
If you don't believe in yourself, then nobody's gonna believe in you.
All right, now out of the 5-song EP that you did, which song of yours is your favorite and why?
All right, this is Brian the drummer talking, and Drowning Me is by far my favorite song. It was like, when we were writing it, the whole process, it's just like I knew exactly where that song was going to go, and it is just so badass, and I can't say enough about it. I love Drowning Me. It's my favorite song by far.
Mm-hmm. And this is Ben, and my favorite song off the EP is definitely Make You Beg, because I'm all about sleazy rock and roll, and I I don't think it really can get much more sleazy rock and roll than Make You Beg can, you know. Plus, it's got all the elements of the song. It's heavy. It's got the shredding guitar solo. It's just a very well put together song. And when I came into this band and they told me that's what I got to play a guitar solo over, I couldn't have been more pumped. This is Chad. My favorite is Make You Beg as well, for pretty much the same reasons as Ben. You know, it's the sex, drugs, rock and roll type of in your face song. But besides that, Drowning Me is also probably my second favorite song on the EP.
This is Mike, and it's depending on the day, it's usually a toss-up between Drowning Me and In This Place. I was just a riff machine. He came up with a lot of ideas, and a lot of the ideas, like I said, were just from a long time ago that I brought to the table when we were writing this. And, you know, I wanted to do something that I enjoyed personally and everybody else enjoyed. And, you know, it just there's so many elements to all of our songs, and there's the best thing about it, I guess you could say, is there's kind of something on the EP for everybody. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you could ask somebody what their favorite song is, and they might tell you one song, and it might catch you totally off guard, and they'll give you the reason behind it. But there's songs that just click while you're playing live, though, too, like Make You Beg. You know, the crowd response to that song is great, and it gets you pumped up while you're playing. But, you know, I'd say for me, it's a toss-up between In This Place and Drowning Me for sure.
And this is John, and I like all the songs off the EP, man. We got some slower songs Writing on the Wall that you just played, which is awesome. And Make You Beg, same as the rest of the guys, is nice, sleazy ass, you know, almost like a Motley Crue meets, you know, Buck Cherry kind of song. It's, you know, starts off with pretty much a girl the day before her wedding.
It's
and
a Kiss song. You know what? It's Kiss. It's straight up in your face, song about fucking. I want to fuck. Yeah. I want to fuck something. That's the vibe I get.
Yeah, the premise of it, you know, is the day before a girl's getting married, you know, she hangs out at one of our shows and kind of take her back to a hotel room and have some fun and drop her off at her wedding the next day. And then we're standing in the back of the church as the priest says, you know, anybody have objections? And we're just standing in the back snickering. Like it's, you know, it's that kind of song.
I object.
I object. I want more.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly, and that's definitely what that song's based around. And you know, like that just gets such a good response from everybody because it's a song that a lot of people can relate to. It's a lot of people that, you know, they get pumped up about it. Yeah. They really do.
Yeah, it's an energetic song. It's a dirty song. It can be, you know, depending on what you've been through personally, it could be, you know, some people laugh about it, some people want to cry about it, but everybody has a physical response when they hear it, which is awesome.
I'm sure the people want to cry about it probably happened to them, so they're probably crying about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck people do?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
That's a true story as well.
So I'm going to ask the backstory of a different song on your EP that I absolutely love. Selfish Ways. Where did that come from?
I got the music part of that came from. I wrote that. This is Mike. I wrote that probably when I was 17. I'm 26 now, so the intro is something that I had for, I don't know, 9 years pretty much, and I never knew what to do with it until I met these guys, and it was just kind of really melodic sounding and everything, and it just drops into that heavy part, and it's just kind of in your face as well, and you know, let's see, Selfish Ways. I think I have the solo in that. Is there a solo in that one? Oh yeah, I wrote the solo in that one too, and I don't know. How do you describe Selfish Ways?
Well, self-descriptive.
Yeah. How do you describe?
Lyrically, it came from actually when we were first starting to write. I had a girlfriend at the time that she was kind of like I guess space cadet, and when we split up, I had some issues with it, and I just sat and wrote a little bit, and this is kind of what came out of it. Just a lot of the thoughts like you're off in space, or just where she mentally was, just like you never knew where she was coming from. Another bipolar bit. So it's kind of how it all came together. It was just my thoughts on it, I guess my thoughts on what would be going through her mind, where she was kind of sporadic and all over the place.
Yeah, that had to be hard to deal with, extremely hard to deal with. I've been there, so I know.
Well, really, I mean, as soon as that got written and taken care of, I was pretty much over it. So it wasn't that big of a hardship. It was just at the time I sat down and kind of wrote that right away, and then it helped me get over it quick.
Yeah, but I think in the long run that will be one of your cream of crop songs because a lot of people can feel that way, and a lot of people know what that's like and everything, and it really touches home.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot about Writing on the Wall as well. I've had some buddies of mine that when they first heard the song, like they're like that was their favorite of the whole EP because they're going through a breakup or whatever, and it helps. It shows other people are doing what you're doing,
and that's what it's about. So you really have a band that's one half, extremely party, and then has a percentage of it that is trying to relate to people, and that's awesome. That's the way to be. I think in the next generation, I think a lot more bands are going to be like that.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we're trying to be on the cutting edge of stuff and trying to kind of gauge where music's going to go, and so far we've done pretty well with that.
So, let's just say you're out in El Paso and somebody like really likes you. Would you all quit your day jobs in order to tour all over if you had the opportunity?
If we could stay alive, I mean that's one thing. People don't understand how a band is like even bands that are on labels that you think are big. I mean, when they're out on tour, I mean, they literally, from their labels, only make like $7 a day. So it's a lot harder to be just a consistent touring band than anybody thinks. So I've talked to a lot of guys, like a lot of names that you think are really big. They all have day jobs outside of touring. So, I mean, if somebody was going to do enough that we could sustain something and then maybe just, like, come back and work jobs around touring schedules, like, we would all be down with that 100%. But until that happens, we're just going to have to keep working and touring on the side.
Guitars are expensive.
I know that for a fact. So.
But yeah, I think most of us are doing this just because it's our passion, and we're not doing it for any other reason. And at the end of the day, this is what makes us happy. So, if we have the opportunity to all do that and make money from it and profit from it, and just continue to have a good time, that's what the decision's going to be.
Yeah.
My life would be complete.
So let's fast forward 5 years and let's just. I'm just curious. What would you find, in 5 years from now as successful in your eyes?
I would like to constantly be touring. I'd like to constantly be booked, and I'd eventually like to get out of the country and experience new places that we wouldn't have the chance to visit or be otherwise. Go down, Europe and, a few other countries, and Australia. Awesome. They've been helping us a lot with, custom picks and stuff. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we got a big fan base in Australia. I see my buddy Alex Miller down there. Gus with custom guitar picks makes awesome picks for us. We've had great success with that. Just made some custom cold cock whiskey and make you bag picks from those guys. So we have a really good fan base in Australia. We have a pretty good fan base in Europe right now. Thanks to you guys and some other stuff, we got a really big fan base out of Tennessee now, which is awesome. So I can thank you for that.
We appreciate it and everything. But that's awesome that you'd actually consider it. There's some bands out there who's like, all right, no, I work this big time job, make $30 an hour. There's no way I'm leaving. So.
Yeah. Especially for me personally, I've always been a big fan of you can't do anything unless you take some chances, and life is really, really fucking short, man. And a lot of people have had the same opportunities we have and squandered it because they're too scared to go, or something would be a conflict to schedule with something else. And we got this big opportunity, we got to jump on it. And too many people pass these opportunities up and waste something that they love, which is a shame. I mean, there's actually another band up here that just split up this week. That awesome band, been touring around for a while, but some opportunities that didn't go their way, and something they passed on, and they kind of fizzled out. And we don't want to be that band. We want to take chances and opportunities when they come.
It actually sucks because I'm a huge fan of theirs. They're another great band out of this area, and I've been a huge fan.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. I talked to this band called Ghost of War, and they were also sponsored by quite a few people, and they flat out said, "Hey, you got to take your opportunities and make the most and best of them, because if you don't, then you're going to be left behind."
Yep, yeah, it's exactly how it works. I mean, there's literally a million bands out there that want some of the opportunities that we've had, and we've been fortunate enough and have enough conviction to roll with it and take those chances and use the opportunities when they come to us. And it's really panned out well. You can't be afraid to take chances in life.
I like in particular coming in hot and getting a little loose.
Oh, right, where'd that come from?
Okay, we mentioned that we have ADD, right?
All right, back to the question.
So, how have you felt that your music has matured since when you started?
Well, I think right off the bat, we came in with a lot of similar ideas. So a lot of the songs, I wouldn't say they necessarily worked around each other, but they all have a similar feel and kind of sound. And when you hear it, it just reminds you of Shot Line. But Ben was an addition that we recently got, and now we're continuing just to mold ourselves as a band. And now two heads are better than one, and we have 5 solid heads that we're all working with right now, and we just got to keep pushing along. And it could take you 10 minutes, 15 minutes to write an awesome song and just jam as you go, or a song could take months depending how much work you want to put into it. But at the end of the day, we're all going to be happy with it.
I have a question I've never asked before. I figured I'd ask y'all because y'all are as honest as they get. How difficult is it to balance your playing time around everybody's schedule, especially when you got 4, 5, 6 people in a band and you all work day jobs?
That's definitely the biggest thing. I mean, not only are you working with your own schedule, you're working with, the 4 other people that are in your band. Obviously we all have family. We all have jobs. We've made a lot of sacrifices when it comes to both of those. We don't see our family as much as we'd like to see our family. Sometimes we're at work and we can't all get together, just to meet and play. And, sometimes it's hard to all get together and find time to, do that. But, you got to make time, and that's what you got to do at the end of the day, because we're going to continue to do this, and you just have to find time. Deep down, like I said before, this is all what makes us happy, and that's what drives us, and that's what brought us together in the first place. So, there's a lot of people and stuff you will upset and stuff along the ways, people that are close to you and people that you don't get to see as much, and sometimes they take it personally, but it's not like that. We're on a mission, and we're going to continue that mission.
So would you say music is one of the loneliest opportunities or spots? I mean, other than what you're getting from the crowd.
It's so weird because it's so up and down, because you don't get to spend time with the people that you'd normally be able to spend time with all of the time. But when you do spend that time with that person or your family, it's almost more special, because you're not there all the time, or you have to make time and you have to plan for certain things.
You start to appreciate things more.
Yeah, you definitely appreciate things more, and you just have to have a healthy balance of everything.
Yeah, and actually, tonight is our first rehearsal, and we haven't gotten together in 2.5 weeks. So we actually took some time to spend with our families and go do things and enjoy a little time off. And now when we came back into today, it was like a fresh start. Everything felt great, and we just started working it. We went over a few covers that we normally do just to get in the zone, and then we started writing, and it just started working fast, just clicking.
So I take it y'all are, with the way that your jobs are and everything, y'all are very excited to have this tour and have this opportunity, and be able to branch out. What do you think is going to be the hardest thing on the road for you all?
Paying for gas.
Paying for gas. Staying full. Feeding my fat ass.
I stand on. I'm getting a pop-up shower, and they could probably find me in a Walmart parking lot close to you somewhere. Or in my shanty.
True story.
Yeah, but
Now he already said no. Even if we have places to stay, that he's going to use the pop-up shower just to say he did.
yeah, definitely.
Don't feel too bad for him.
Yep. I swear the water is not that cold.
hey, y'all could always get a tent. That ain't that expensive.
Yeah, no, there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to have, There's a lot of things that we're going to have to balance between, food, gas, places to stay.
Lots of alcohol.
Lots of alcohol, for Ben.
Yeah.
Keep me drunk and I'm a good guy. Yep.
Like, when I was younger and I'd watch any band that was playing and they were touring anywhere, I just assumed that they all had some sort of record deal and they were all making a ton of money. And now that I'm older and I realize what it is,
And you're doing it.
And now we've been asked to do it, and I'm like, crap. How are we going to do this?
Yeah. And it happened so quickly. That's the thing. We've been a band together for about just over a year now, about a year and a half.
A year and what are we in June already?
Yeah.
I've only been in the band for like 4 months.
I'm the new guy. Ben's the new guy.
Well, pretty damn close to a year and a half.
But when these opportunities come, everything's happened so fast. These opportunities come, and it's like our dream since we were kids was to get on a stage and play in front of masses, So we got the opportunity. We're not going to say no. And now the struggle is just trying to fund it.
The struggle is real.
We do have a GoFundMe you can check out. Hit up our Facebook page and our Twitter and our Instagram, Shotline315.
Yeah, if you guys like what we do and you want to see us come down there, please help out. We're trying. We're doing everything we can to raise our funds, but we all have jobs and bills to pay too. So we're not just paid musicians. We all have jobs and work so that we can afford to do this.
So it's pretty much our blood, sweat, and tears that are going to fund this trip. And anything extra is deeply appreciated.
Yeah, I might end up having to push the van back, but we're going. Fuck it. Don't to fucking Texas.
you got to do Fred Flintstone it. Gotcha.
Fred Flintstone. Yeah, we like that too.
I'll be burning rubble.
So, when's that tour again, and how do people, buy your music, or where do they hear your music other than on Two Local Radio?
We're leaving New York, leaving Syracuse, New York, July 16th, and we're going to end up in Indiana that night. And we're getting out of the van and pretty much have an hour to get on stage and play a show. And then we're getting back in the van and driving overnight to the next venue. Have a show on the 17th. It's like 12 hours away from that. And then we got about a 6-hour drive to El Paso. We're playing that the 19th. And then we'll be in Tennessee.
Which is going to be great because we'll have a day off so we can hopefully catch the second day of that festival, because the second day has Limp Bizkit and Buck Cherry, Upon a Burning Body. So, there's a bunch of cool acts that day that I'm pumped to be able to get there and just actually get to watch and not have to be backstage getting ready. So we've got the next day where we're playing and we get to go watch some of the bands that we love,
That's what it's about too, and you also get to learn how to better your craft too by watching them.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I hope I meet you next. And other contact info we have our Facebook page, Shotline, so anybody can check that out. We're on Instagram at Shotline315 and Twitter Shotline315. As well as following each of us on our Facebook pages and stuff like that too. But yeah, we post up all our shows and videos and photos. We actually got really lucky. Ron Powers is an awesome photographer up here. He does all the big events and works with some magazines up here, and he's actually volunteering to come on tour with us. And he's going to do a video and a photo documentary of the whole thing. So as we go, we're going to have pictures up of every show and us traveling around being a bunch of idiots and getting fucked up in different states and leaving them behind, which is awesome. A bunch of people we don't know that we can go trash the city and have a blast. Hopefully meet some random people and have a good time.
I don't want to have any kids that I'm not aware of after I leave Texas.
Yeah,
Mike
Well, nine.
got his random pass on today.
yeah,
that we like to fuck again?
yeah,
Not print pants.
there's a country song that says all my exes are in Texas. That's why I'm in Tennessee. That's why you're going there next, right?
That was great, man. Yeah, I told you I like country. I'll see. No, George Strait was one of my all-time favorites when I was growing up. When I was a kid, George Strait and Garth Brooks.
The Thunder fucking rolls.
Yeah. Actually, I really liked Restless Heart too.
Yeah.
If anybody remembers who they are.
So I mean, so so you got the tour coming up. What other things do you have planned this year?
We're gonna shoot a video for Make You Beg. We're actually gonna shoot it on stage and at a church and a bunch of other stuff.
We were actually supposed to do that already. We had a guy lined up, and then that didn't work out. So we're kind of late in the game on getting that video together. But we've got it lined up now.
Awesome.
And I've got a bunch of shows lined up for up here. We got some outdoor biker events. Bikers seem to love us a lot. We're all, most of us are tattooed up and into drinking and rock music, so the bikers like following us around. So we got some outdoor barbecue and biker events coming up. Couple other local events around here doing. Got some good stuff in the works. And our 2-year anniversary show is going to be in November, so that should be pretty damn crazy.
Oh, all right. And locally, you're out in Syracuse, New York, correct?
Yep, Syracuse area. We're based out of Auburn, New York. It's like a half hour from Syracuse, but we play all over upstate New York right now.
We're all from a different city, too.
Yeah, but let's be honest there for a minute. Nobody ever heard of Auburn, New York, outside of New York.
We don't talk about Auburn.
City, mother. They have a maximum security prison, and that's about it, and a lot of potholes.
Auburn, they had to. And there's been bands that came out of Auburn that are.
If Hope Dies.
If Hope Dies came out.
Man of War.
If you're into the old hard metal, like me, Man of War came out of Auburn, New York.
Nice. I mean, I'm not dogging your city or anything, but everybody knows where
It's got its ups and downs. But I mean, people have heard of it. There's people out there that there's a lot of great musicians out here.
Yeah, exactly. But everybody's heard of Syracuse. Nobody's ever heard of Auburn. No offense.
Yeah. Everybody knows the Syracuse Orangemen, basketball and lacrosse and football and all that shit. So usually if you say Syracuse and people don't know, you say the Orange, you're like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, out here, you can't say, Maryville or Oak Ridge, and people are going to be like, what? Now, if you say Knoxville, yeah, everybody knows where Knoxville is. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty much the same way with up here, man. You drop Auburn, and most people don't know, but you say Syracuse, like, oh hell yeah, then let me know.
Yeah. And you drop Auburn, and they're thinking you're from down south somewhere. So.
Yeah, exactly, man, exactly.
So,
you just tell them you're from New York, everybody automatically assumes the city.
Yeah, but
and I'm 29 years old, and I've never been to New York City. So.
Well, I mean,
and I live in New York State. I just had no desire.
They call it a Big Apple.
Actually, I can't say that. I went through it once for work. I had to go to Long Island for a couple of days. So I was down there, but I didn't get to do anything but work.
Long Island isn't the city, but anyway.
No. But I drove through Queens to get there.
Okay, that makes it better. All right. So what do y'all love? What do y'all love most about music and performing? What is your favorite part about being on stage?
I just like to shred a lot. I like to play really fast. Basically, I just watch people's jaws drop. Really.
And the response you get from, especially from playing originals. Our first show back after writing the EP was a sold-out show at Bullflex. There's a place called Monterey's up here. They have huge national acts come through, and we started our first original that night, and
actually the photographer has a crazy picture of me with like a shit-eating grin, like I'm, a 2-year-old on fucking Christmas, man. But you look up and all of a sudden there's 400 people singing a song that you just wrote that just came out, and like the rush you get from that is better than any drug I've ever done. I've done a couple.
That's it. My favorite is really it's the crowd reaction. But I mean, I've always liked to sing since I was a kid, So just being able to do it and have people actually pay attention to me. That's just my favorite part.
Dude, Alan's on that thing? Did he?
Sorry, we're outside. We're getting chased around by bees.
I'm sorry.
I'll punch every bee in the face.
All right. I hate to do this to y'all guys, because y'all are a great band and whatnot, and a kick-ass original band. But who do y'all, if somebody were to ask, who do y'all sound like?
We're a weird mix of like Avenged Sevenfold and Stone Sour with a little bit of Buck Cherry and almost a little bit of like Motley Crue, Zakk Wylde. Like every one of us actually has a sound that comes through. But the best way to do it is a really a 80s party band feel with a 2000 sound.
It's weird though. It's every song is different, and it's right. It's really hard to pinpoint exactly what we sound like. It really is.
Yeah, because every song on our EP is different than the others. Like we don't have a real overall sound. Like
you're not going to know what we're going to do next.
Right.
It's just going to happen.
Everything changes. We go kind of all over the spectrum.
That's
which
what
I believe. We all have different influences growing up, so that all showed through on our EP, and that gives us, I guess, more. More appeal.
I guess
to
you sound like Luke Bryan at the end of the day. Yeah, Luke Bryan mixed of Fleetwood Mac and
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think we sound like Luke Bryan whatsoever.
No, we sound exactly like that. That and like 50 Cent mixed together. That's us.
That's funny. All right. All right, guys. So, people want to buy your music. Where do they go?
You can hit us up. We have it on iTunes. We're on Amazon, Google Play. You can actually hit me up on Facebook, John Kelly, and email them out.
If you want a hard copy, we will all sign it.
Absolutely. We'll mail them everywhere, man. Mail them around the world.
That's what it's about. That is exactly, what it's about. Because there's a lot of bands that, don't want to sign things, and there's a lot of bands that really, say they care for people, but they really don't. And at the end of the day, as much as y'all drink and party and everything, at the end of the day, y'all got good hearts, and that's what matters.
I'm just amazed that anybody wants something that I wrote on.
All I know is that I'll sign anything. I'll sign your ass. I'll sign your tits. I'll sign whatever you want. Yep.
Time to get that marker out of your hand.
I'm just in awe when anybody asks me for an autograph. I'm like, okay, whatever. Sure, I'll write my name on there, but I don't know. I don't get what you want it for. It's not like everything's coming so fast. It's just like I'm in awe of how it's working, and I'm just happy that anybody wants me to come up and sign it.
Until it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, it should work for a long, long time. Y'all are a great, group of people. I ask this question all the time. I always get a different response. So, if somebody's, trying to start a new rock band, what advice would you give them, knowing how hard things are, to keep their head up?
I'd say perseverance is the key.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, keep going. Because when you stop, then you're done. Then you're not doing anything. But as long as you have your head in the right place, and you don't let the wrong people get you down, and that's what matters, and that's what keeps you going. You just have to know in your head what you want to do, and you have to set that goal, and you have to hit it. You can't let anybody get you down. Everybody's going to be a naysayer. Somebody's going to just put you down just because they're mad that they didn't do it. Once you set that goal and you keep working at it, and you get the right group of dudes, no matter how many changeovers it takes, it's going to happen. You just have to go for it. Yep.
That's awesome.
I think actually that we've been blessed the way we came together, because everybody works so well together, and when we start writing, everybody's ideas are out there. Everybody throws their ideas out there, and we try everything out, and we see what works, and we all kind of have the same idea at the end of the day on what that song is going to do. And that is probably the biggest blessing as far as us as a band, that everything is so in sync, and we're so in touch with each other's thoughts, that everything goes where we want it.
That's what it's about. That's exactly what it's about. All right, but guys, it's been fun. Y'all are a great group of guys, and I definitely, want you back at. I want to hear about, the El Paso tour when it's all said and done, if we're not actually out there. So,
Absolutely, my man.
Hopefully we'll have video evidence
of most of it. Some of the stuff
Hopefully
is not.
not. Well, not some things. No video evidence of some things. Just the fun stuff. Watch me chug a bottle of cold cock whiskey. That's fun.
Shut up, you're going to be drinking short couples, Don.
Don't say that!
yeah, that's exactly what it's about. It's about having fun. It's about, being out there and just having a blast and being yourself. I totally agree in that regard. All right, but is there anything, any last words you want to, tell the audience, or anything you want to get off your chest before we let you go?
Nah, man, just really, really grateful for this opportunity, man. You've been great to us. You're one of the first stations that played us, and you play us constantly. Good dude, man. I watch, listen to all your interviews that you do, man. They're awesome and hilarious and real. And you're definitely probably one of, if not the best radio interviewer that I've heard, man. It's a pleasure, man. It's a humbling thing, and it's awesome. So, we all thank you a lot, brother.
Thank you.
Keep on rocking.
Thank you. That means a lot. I just try. I mean, that's at the end of the day. I can get all the props in the world, and I'm one of them minds that's like, all right, that's good, but what can I do better? So
that's one thing I love about you. Aggressive, and you're not content. You're always looking to push, and that's what we're doing. I mean, if we can give advice to another band too, man, it's that same thing. Don't be afraid to evolve. Keep pushing. Don't be afraid to evolve, and good things will happen.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you don't evolve, you can be damn sure somebody else is going to. So that's how it. That's how it is in the radio world. But thank you. Hold on, let me get these names right. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, John. And thank you, Mike. Did I get you all right?
Hidden from the light.
And here's Rusty Ship. Let go. Alright, that was Rusty Ship. Let go. Here's the Buds. Home is on my mind. Coming up, we got Shallow Point, Van Kill, Divided We Stand, Three Great Shades of Red, Belfast Six Pack, Among the Beasts, Benta Break, Labyrinth, Imprint, Indie Lagoon, Pretty Prefect, Omega Down, and a lot more, such as Minor 9, Tears to Embers, War Clown. And we're going to keep on going. All right. Here is... Dun, 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 dun. The Buds, Home is on my mind.
Trapped inside this hell, they've thrown away the key. I don't know if I'll ever make it home. Everywhere I turn, the walls are closing in. It hurts to know I'm in this alone. You won't see me cry, no, you won't see me shake. You won't see me die and you won't see me break. 'Cause I won't, no I won't, no I won't. They took everything but time, and home is on my mind. Staring at the wall, trying to stay sane, praying God will take this pain from me. 'Cause every time I close my eyes, all I see are memories of how life used to be. You won't see me cry, no, you won't see me shake. You won't see me die and you won't see me break. 'Cause I won't, no I won't, no I won't. They took it all away but time, and home is on my mind. You won't see me cry, no, you won't see me shake. You won't see me die and you won't see me break. 'Cause I won't, no I won't, no I won't. They took it all away but time, and home is on my mind. Yeah, 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 home is on my mind.
This is Shallow Point, nothing left.
Show me a way to find
This is Van Kale, America Incorporated.
Trust little sheep all in a row. Believe in no one but yourself. Commit yourselves, everyone, to tearing down the veil. Injustice reigns, the rules have changed. Sweet symptoms of the falling trees. So before it's over, they'll bring me a martyr. I'll never live on my knees. Trust me, I'll push the border. I'd rather die than receive. They'll bring me a martyr. This is our chance. Stand now, fight back. That's it, last chance. Stand now, fight back. Stand now, fight back. Here's to a nation made of martyrs. Our flag will never fall. We will die for what we believe. Commit yourselves, everyone, to tearing down the veil. Injustice reigns, the rules have changed. Sweet symptoms of the falling trees. So before it's over, feel free, make me a martyr. I'll never live on my knees. Trust me, I'll push the border. I'd rather die than recede. Feel free, make me a martyr. Taken away, never the same. Lifted me on the threshold. There's so many died in vain. One and the same, never the change. The people become the soldiers. Bloodshed now a currency. One last chance to take this from me. One more time to see you fail. Masses chanting unison. Visual peace we will bring. Trust little sheep all in a row. Live everything you've done. Believe in no one but yourself. Survival based on oxygen. So before it's over, feel free, make me a martyr. I'll never live on my knees. Trust me, I'll push the border. I'd rather die than recede. Feel free, make me a martyr.
This is Divided We Stand, which
shadows hidden from the light. For only
It's 3 shades of red. Never again. This is Belfast Six Pack. Smoke pot, drink beer. Here's Among the Beast, Smile.
Where's that timeless face you made? 7 years without help, a job for two performed by one, so admirable. Hooray for you, your time has come. A piece of us could be golden, not to forsake that view. For all of the ways that I want you, nothing could make you real. When all of your days are unfolding, you'd hope for a different slot, but with the difficulty of the position you're holding, it'd be a shame if they missed the shot. Fill up your crying eyes one more time. You knew what you were doing there wasn't quite right. It's all for the glory of that final prize. Look up and smile. Sometimes when the mood is right, and it usually is, I can picture your ways. Oh, to know the way to things unshoulderable. All of the size that we've grown to, nothing could slow you down. You never admit to what I've shown you, but you're quick to betray what you found. None of the lights that fall on you know what you think of them, but with the way that you shine on that small screen, they love you, and I bet that they let you in. Fill up your crying eyes one more time. You knew what you were doing there wasn't quite right. It's all for the glory of that final prize. Look up and smile. You practice making faces in a crowded room. One more shot, I bet you'll get it down soon. Smile and tell me how you hit the ground. Perfect, think we got that one. It's only words, it's only words. Fill up your crying eyes one more time. You knew what you were doing there wasn't quite right. It's all for the glory of that final prize. Look up and smile.
This is Anthems of Imperium. Something new. This is called I See Fire. Anthems of Imperium.
Baby
That was Bent to Break, Wrath, formed live. Here's Labyrinth, Black Flag.
Gonna kill
That was Inside Illusion, Tiered White Stag Colors.
This mammoth beauty stands with roots in earth and clouds, a vigil for the ancients and flowers for their shrouds. Blossom in the valley where death's shadow reigns, under dismal skies. Their pyre still in flames. She vows she won't forget all her pain, her regret fades away as she stands. The world no longer in her This life needs a filter for those with broken minds. This divinity speaks clearer. My personal mood will bring all is black and white. The creatures have dismissed. The sky bleeds in red. Father should have seen to this.